fuck you. Welcome to another CALAMIUM video. And in this video, we're going to step over Moonlord and make him kiss our ass. I have been delaying this moment all this time, and if this were the last series, this video would have ended in like 10 episodes. But it's currently episode 8, and I still have a handful of bosses to beat, so like maybe 11 or 12. Of course, I cannot kill Moonlord without killing the pillars because that's literally just tradition. I know. I killed them already like a few episodes ago, but I already have no materials to make the celestial sigil, so here we fucking are. If you don't know what the fuck a Moonlord is, he is basically the final boss of Terraria. That being said, in this mod pack, he isn't. He has like 3 segments that I have to attack before I can actually damage him. Both hands and his forehead. The only way the forehead McGee actually gets damaged is through destroying or killing these 3 parts and releasing his dogs out. Releasing? Why did I pronounce that weirdly? After all 3 pocket pussies have been opened up, his heart opens up and gets vulnerable. Probably because he hasn't gotten a checkup in years because of his crippling debt and his checkup costing $700. Anyway, finally draining the HP from his heart would end up killing him, and he would like fucking freeze like a dead dog and just slowly float upwards while exploding, dropping loot from exactly where his heart was. Anyway, because of his death, I'm now able to craft some Luminite bars and make my fabled Stardust armor. Also, because of the Luminite, I have upgraded my Angel Threads to Seraph Tracers to have even better mobility than before. I also quickly make and reforge a Deific Amulet because of how useful it'll be for future fights, as we are now in the gamer phase of the Calamity Mod. The post-Moonlord phase, or the gamer phase as I like to call it, is where the Calamity Mod's bosses actually begin to get incredibly fucking difficult, as a little oopsie wrong accessories back then would be like getting run over by a truck right now. While we are on the chill upgrading phase of the video, I also make the Tactical Plague Engine. What it does is a very unique minion, as it actually needs ammo from you just so you can make it attack. You can also give it the other ammo types and that's what it'll shoot. Pretty fucking cool. It actually also outclasses the Terra Prisma in terms of single DPS targets. So that's something. Speaking of something, I actually was just using my AFK farm in my dungeon until suddenly a boss appears. It also appears to be able to kick my sorry ass. You know, I actually had the balls to try and fight it again because I was curious on breaking progression. It didn't fucking work, so I'll just leave it as that. Our first official post-Moonlord boss is here and they are already annoying as fuck. Say hello to the Propane Guardians. That's right, there's 3 of them. I have to kill all 3 of them. Not to mention, all of them also have their own roles. The Commander is the most fierce and aggressive out of them. The Defender is more on defense, as its name suggests, and a fucking healer. Great. Just like good old MMO logic, we target the healer first, because if we target the other ones first, it might take longer due to the frequent heals that they're gonna receive. What's great about these 3 though is that they actually teach us about the hard boss that we are gonna fight that's related to them. All of their moves are very similar and sometimes same to their boss, so we get a little training session out of them, you know, a 1-2 punch and shit. Ooh, here we go. This guy is actually not as tough as the last ones. I'm also gonna give this short because I don't really have that much to say about him. I mean, he's unique in his fighting, I guess. And his fight feels kind of familiar, so he's got that going for him. But not really much, he just feels optional even though he isn't. But because of his drops, I can actually make my next whip the Resonant Striker. This whip basically gets faster the more I hit targets, but it's not that long, so it sacrifices range for whip speed and damage. I mean, it's not the greatest option, as anything in this point of the game can kill me within 5 good hits, but it's useful in close range fights at least. Oh boy, now we are in the main subject of the video. Providence, the profane goddess, is a post-Moon Lord boss that is needed to be fought either in the Hollow or Hell at day. You heard me right, buddy. At day. And the first time I spawned this boss, I spawned her at night. And she was green. This basically means she is fucking angry, bro. She is enraged and does more damage and is faster as fuck. Not gonna lie, I fucking forgot about this wreck until I died. And I quickly slept to get it to 4:30. Which is the time that dawn starts. And I spawned her again. She yellowed now. That means she fine now. She no longer angry. But because she no longer angry does not mean that she no longer hits me like a motherfucker. I still actually died multiple times due to how she was actually the second genuinely difficult boss fight that I had in the series, similar to how I fought the Empress of Light. It started with me dying to a lot of her attacks and getting hit by multiple strikes after multiple strikes, beaming fire in a wheel pattern, beaming beaming fire in a wheel pattern. Crystals that emerge from her within a very intricate pattern, forcing you to take your time to move. This was a challenge that was harder to read than the Empress of Light. Going back on comparisons, the Empress of Light's stats were easily readable and easily dodgeable, as you can remember them due to how fast and frequent she cycles through them. Don't get me wrong, Providence also does cycle through them fast. The problem is dodging them actually requires you to perfectly move through the array of fire while still simultaneously moving away from the falling flames that drop and launch off of her. Her intricate attacks that require very much most of your attention will actually be your disadvantage, as she will rely on you focusing more on dodging than striking. Not to mention the fact that the environment actually plays on her advantage as well, as her flames disguise and camouflage within the backgrounds of hell. Your eyes will be tricked and have a harder time differentiating which is the fire and which is the wall. You will also fall ill to a debuff that she has for every hit she does on you. Another one of her tricks are your own mobility. For the farther you are from her, the more damage you take. So the key is to keep your range while still being close to her. Sort of like looking for a sweet spot in range of her. She actually took me about 11 or more tries to kill, and to be honest, the attempts are not why I suffered. The time of the fights were the reason, and every attempt was more than 5 minutes. So every death I had would reset me back to 0. That means I have to restart that 10-minute long fight again. Not gonna lie, this was actually my greatest challenge yet, as my skills and my brain actually just got excited the more I died, not in a masochist way. Anyway, this boss was almost the ultimate test for me. I hope you suffer more than me. Fuck off.